Hey everybody, Majin here, back with another episode of the Raid Progress series, episode 4. Today is going to be a little bit special. If you have noticed, we're on the Void Only account, and we're going to be testing out a new speed tune I set up, and we're going to see how it goes. However, the team will still need a bit more work as we have to finish up masteries, and we still have one more champ to 6-star. I will go over the speeds and everything after the run. I'll do it in DWJ Calculator, so I'll also explain some caveats and stuff, and maybe things you can tweak to be more in your favor. This is a Ultra Nightmare only tune. It can be full auto for every affinity, but in my case currently, this is mainly for Void only setup. Part of the reason why I have the menu there is because the Mytha will use her A2 before the stun, and then she won't have it the cleanse to stun off the Scout Crown. And later in the run, you'll see why. One more turn. Okay, why did that happen? Alright everybody, we're back. My apologies. I figured out what the issue was. I took the wrong turn or manual action while the team was not yet in tune, so that's what caused that to happen. Also made a change to turn off Oboro's A2, so we get more chances of putting up the decreased defense. I do need to put 2 more books in there, get a better chance. Yeah, there's a good opportunity to do so. Maybe there's a training currently, so I might, if it means I secure #1 position. Either way, I'll show a more proper team. This is just a tune I'm using specifically for my account. Because obviously having to come in here and manual during the run is not ideal. This time I'll make sure I have that Jedi page up so I know stop this, which will be on clanboss turn 5, I believe. Well, not necessarily later. The only times it matters to have the cleanse to stun is once she starts taking enough damage to get unkillable. But the process starts at turn before clanboss turn 5, because that's when, or after that turn is when the cycle begins where she isn't having increased defense up, and so she'll take the stun over the Mytha. This rotation before the stun, I'll have to make sure I stop an A1 with the Mytha. That means I can also move the Mytha back into the lead. Previously, while I was testing it, I was thinking that this was because she was in the lead that was the issue, but then I realized that I guess I manualed it at the wrong turn, so that's why we had that issue. It's coming up here again. Goes, and I think, and then now it's a Mytha. One. And I have her in Heaven's Cast because she puts up so many buffs herself, plus the buffs the Mytha provides. Probably need to swap her masteries. One with Mytha. She really does not like putting up that decreased defense. Unfortunate. There we go. Painkeeper. Doom Screech, then the Mytha. A1. Screech, then the Mytha. I didn't bother to cleanse this stun there because this is going to be into the rotation before we take the next stun, so won't matter. There you have it. A 10-minute team. Probably faster once I show you the other setup that can be potentially full auto. Well, not potentially, definitely if you have the right champion, will be full auto. Moment. Alright, let's look at their builds. The Mytha stats, 296. Stats are just pretty much in the gear, so I can get the speeds, masteries. Have this is just a generic build. This is not specifically for this tune at all. Steadfast was for the tune, so it's less likely she gets a stun. Obero, she's just in a general DPS build I had her in. Instinct set, that's not necessary. But you gotta remember with these gear sets that have speed bonuses, you gotta factor that into the calculator. She's at 190. Masteries, probably be better to get support tree and potentially get Master Hexer. So the decreased defense is up longer. And for Sniper, extra 5% chance. Painkeeper, Toxic set, Speed set, help to get extra damage. Still needs masteries. That's gonna definitely add up. Hopefully bring us to a 4 key. Skull Crown, just damage set, some perception. Pinpoint, help reach speeds, get up some damage. Didn't have the right gear to put on crit damage gauntlets, unfortunately, but in due time we'll get that. Same for the masteries. Doom Screech, another toxic set, speed set. Still needs work on the masteries, not even 6-starred either. Alright, let me take you over to the Jedi page. Alright, here we are. Jedi page. These are the base speeds without any variations or including any speed sets or anything. The Myth at 295, Skull Crown at 220, Painkeeper at 223, Obero at 190, and Doom Screech at 171. And as I'll show you, Spirit Affinity, obviously it breaks because it decreases speed. Bring you over to other Jedi page. This is the build with all my variations included. Let me zoom back out. Well, considering all the speed sets I have on, so that's why the numbers will be slightly different. Hop back over to here. Now switch back to Spirit Affinity, and the way to make this team full auto and for every affinity would be to have a champion that can remove buffs, remove debuffs and block debuffs on the same skill. Show you for an example, Pythion, Spirit Affinity, and the tune remains the same. You'll cleanse and keep block debuffs up throughout the entire fight. Yep. Riho. Same thing. Even Cardio could work. This is like options if you have these champions. Cardio, I believe you delay. You delay this. All right, here we are. You gotta prioritize this, and then there you go. You prioritize his cleanse and block debuffs, and he works in. You get the benefit of ally attack in this comp. So yeah, if you want this team to be full auto, you need a champion that can remove debuffs and put up block debuffs in the same skill for 2 turns, and it'll work perfectly fine. You can also see down here, Doomscreech is on 4 turn cooldowns, but if you fully book him, it's 3 turns, but it doesn't matter. You can get only 1 book on his turn meter increase and it'll still work fine. I looked at the other 30% increased turn meters, and only other one would be Arbiter. If you have like a second Arbiter that you weren't planning to use in Tag Team Arena, or if you weren't playing in the feeder, it could be like a champion you throw into this team and you have a attack up for your team. It's an option, probably wouldn't recommend it, but there's also an option to improve damage. As you've seen in the run that I did, I was pretty close to a 4-key team already once I get the 3 other champions with masteries, and finish booking Obero. I'll be smooth sailing. Alright, let's jump back over raid. Apologies for that, wrong window. This is my Faction Wars progress on the Void account. I have not been pushing it too harshly because I've been trying to save my resources for building champions or masteries, and I didn't want to start leveling a bunch of champions. I did level a few champions just so I can get into stages and, you know, farm a couple of the first ones every day. I didn't have to kill my Arbiter speed, luckily, to build this team. I did lose a little bit of speed on her, but she's still plenty fast and can use some improvements when I get another set of 6-star speed boots. This champion I pulled earlier today from an Ancient Shard. He will be getting fed to Doomscreech once I have more 5 stars to make him 6-star. And that will be all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day.